Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Women's Wrong Support Group live discussion. Today, we are talking about A Good Person by, I always forget how to say her name, Kirsten King, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And we have today here Brianna from Brianna's Bookshelf. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure, yeah. Hi everyone. My channel is Brianna's Bookshelf, and I would say that I read mainly horror, fantasy, and romance. Those are my top genres.
Yes, we love to hear it. Okay. So, if you all are unfamiliar with, and also let me know if my volume sounds okay. I can hear myself, so I feel like I'm speaking super loud.
You sound good to me.
Okay, good, good, good. Um, okay, so this book, if you're not familiar, if you're just here to for the vibes, it's about our main character named Lillian, who thinks very highly of herself. She is the type. Well, okay, I won't say that, but she this in this book, she's in like a situationship with this guy. Something happens with this guy. She's being looked at. Okay, that's all that I really want to say because I feel like everything is a spoiler with this one. This one I feel like was plot heavy and also character heavy for being so small. It was about like 200 something pages.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, like just shy of 300, 291. Oh,
Yeah.
that's acknowledgement, but still. Yeah, so did you want to talk about not talk about, did you want to give your non-spoilery review and your star rating?
Yeah, sure. So I think I'm gonna go with 3.5 stars. I had a fun time reading it, but I also I think that just like that was a me problem with my rating. Like to be honest, I was having like kind of a rough week when I was reading this, and I feel like Lillian's character like she is so interesting, but at times like her actions were like literally making me feel sad because I was already like emotionally a little bit low, you know. So that I was like the book was like impacting me more than it should have. So it like I was dealing with that. But I think that at a different time, had I read it at a different time, I would have been able to have like more fun with it because I feel like it is kind of silly goofy at times as well. But yeah, I liked it, but not like a fave. Yeah.
Yeah, I so get where you're coming from. I feel like this book, especially like if you're an empathetic person, this book can really get to you because the way Lillian is horrible. She sucks.
I know I was like, oh no, this is making me worried for humanity.
And you're so right about that because I feel like I've met more people like this than I need to, like, or have ever wanted to.
Right.
Um, yeah, but um, good morning, Alicia and Tyra. I'm gonna get to you guys in 1 second. But okay, so what I thought about this is that I really enjoyed how she just kept spiraling and getting herself into these situations. And the way that she would always lie was so funny to me. But like not funny for the other characters because of, how terrible she was and everything's about her.
Mhm.
Like we know this person. Um and oh, she's such when she stated her not spoiler, okay, when she stated her sign at the police station, I was like, and is because she's such a Pisces in the way everything about her is just so Pisces. The way that she's justifying all of the things that she's doing in the roundabout way and the way that she's just so delusional and making things up, I'm like, yes. And I can say that because I'm a Pisces. Like, this is Pisces on Pisces slander, okay? Yeah. I but I don't think I was like looking into like a mirror or anything, but I felt like I understood where she was coming from, and she was very narcissistic in that way. I also gave this a 3.5 because it was kind of a lot, and it was also like I wanted more to happen in the end.
Yeah.
And major plot point was kind of a little flat to me. Without saying anything. So I was like, yeah, I almost rated this a 4, but then once we got everything at the end, I was like, okay, well, that kind of disappointed me, but
Down.
yeah, I think I'll keep this though, just in case I want to reread it.
Yeah. I'm curious to know, like, what about being a Pisces, like, feels like Lillian, because I don't know anything about Pisces.
And wait, what are you, Aquarius?
Yeah.
Okay, so sorry, I'm cooking in here.
Yes.
So the way she was like, okay, the way that Jamie is talking to me and about me and how she's my only friend, she's in love with me. And then how she's like, okay, this lawyer is going to, this is mild spoilers, by the way, everyone, if you haven't watched it. This lawyer, how he is probably going to leave his wife for me. Okay, yeah, he's in love with me. And it's just like that kind of delusion is like, it gives Pisces to me so bad. I'm trying to remember like other specific things, but like how she was trying to convince herself that she was not doing anything wrong, and that could be like her just being narcissistic, because she definitely was.
Yes.
And the way that she like justified everything, even the man, she like justified his things because she didn't want to, his actions, not his things. She justified his actions, and she like was delusional to create this other situation. I feel like I knew that.
Interesting. Okay. Thank you for that explanation.
Yeah, no problem. Hey girl, welcome back. Well, I guess welcome to From Your Run. I hope it was a good one. Support her? No.
Right. As you should not.
Yeah, she is very entertaining. And yes, as you should not. I agree. Hello, Tyra. How's it going? What are you up to today? No, we were kind of chatting a bit this morning. Gave it 4 stars. Okay, respect that.
Nice.
Respect that. I love kind of a lot, but I do think the ending was a bit flat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Disappointed. But okay. Shall we get into the spoilers?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So, I don't want to immediately talk about the ending, but why the heck not? Okay. Oh, did you think I should not be messing with this? Okay. Did you think that she did it the whole time until the end, until it was revealed, or like what were you thinking?
No, I didn't. I honestly like didn't see that coming until later on. Like in the very beginning, I guess I was like questioning it, but then I was like, oh no, she just like went to sleep. I guess because to me, like I cannot imagine like getting like blackout drunk and then with your friend or whatever and then like leaving the house after that, like the way I would just be knocked out. So to me, like I had no thought that she would have left the house until I feel like once we started to see like how crazy she was, I was like, it's a more of a possibility, but I did not see it coming from the beginning. Did you?
I did, because I just like her being a good person and like trying to convince herself that she didn't do anything, I was like, okay, so he died, so she did it. Like, that's just immediately what I thought.
Yeah.
Not any evidence, I can't pull out like certain quotes or anything, but that was just the vibes that I was feeling from the story. And honestly, as she should, because he was horrible.
Yeah, he was. Yikes.
Yeah, did you like that? Not the reveal, but I guess the plot point that she was the one to murder this man, etc. Like, how'd you feel?
I mean, I feel like it is a good idea for the plot. Like, I think it worked, but it was like the way that it was said that I think, like you said, it felt a little bit flat. Like, it just felt like we're just gonna sprinkle this in so lightly at the end. I wish we made a little bit more of a big deal about it because it
Mhm.
felt a little bit nonchalant, you know?
Yeah, I agree with that. I do also feel like there was not enough, like how I said, like there wasn't one specific thing that I was like, okay, so this equals that she did it. It was just more vibes. I wish that there was more subtle foreshadowing into her like actually being the one to commit the crime.
Yeah, I kind of wish there was more foreshadowing as well. Yeah, I think that would have built the tension a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. She was good at gaslighting herself so hard. Yes,
Yeah.
and that is what I relate to with her, and that's about where our similarities end. Okay, here we go. As I need to read it on the side because my camera's in the way. But as a Pisces, the part where she'd spiral down every possibility was so real to me. Okay, yes, this is what I was trying to say in that long-winded explanation. Like, oh, I might go to jail. I'll have to be a lesbian lover or a neo-Nazi, like the most extreme possibilities. And it took me forever to realize that people don't think like that. A lot of people. But yeah, it's always the most extreme with this girl. Like,
Wow, I feel like I'm learning so much about Pisces right now.
oh my gosh, I can like make a masterclass. And you know what?
Please do.
Next book report idea, let me write that
Yes, you should.
down. Okay, the moment that my pen came out of the thing. Anyways, so something doesn't want me to do that. Um, so were there any particular points in the story that really stuck out to you? Like the
Yeah, I would say I don't know why I'm opening my book as if I have annotations. I did not annotate it. I thought the whole plot points with Nora, the other girlfriend, were really, really interesting to me. And that was like the part that was honestly like stressing me out the most was like their first interaction. And then the way that Lillian was so obsessed with her, um, just like felt so chaotic and like out of control. And then like the fact that Lillian went to like the celebration of life or memorial or whatever, and then confronted Nora in the bathroom, I was like, oh my gosh. Like I just felt like I was watching a train wreck and had to like try to look away. It was just so much. How did
Mhm.
you feel about that part?
I thought that was so funny, especially when it first when it started out with her uh, not even being like okay, like I have a UTI, right? She was just thinking like, oh, I have what's his name, Henry's UTI living within me, so I need to be inside this funeral. That was
That's crazy.
hilarious. And like, what do you think right now? And then when she goes to the bathroom and lets out the loudest fart that anyone ever heard in their life, that had me dying.
That
And
was
then
wild.
I was like, the girlfriend's gonna be in there. She comes out the stall. Surely there she is. I didn't expect for Nora to know who Lillian was, though.
I didn't either. I guess I don't quite get that part. Like, obviously, I think in the investigation, the police probably like told her who she was,
Mm-hmm.
that she existed, but I don't know how she like saw her. If I guess maybe Nora did a little bit of online stalking as well, because I don't think the police would have like shown her a photo of her.
Yeah, I don't know either, because I thought about that for like a split second, but did they like put a picture down and say, do you recognize this woman?
I guess that's possible.
Oh, yeah, they do that in the shows. Such secondhand embarrassment. Real. But and also like I feel um Nora finding out about Lillian and then immediately possibly, which we don't see, going to cyber stalk her like on Instagram or whatever it be. I feel like everyone would do that nowadays.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Just to like
That's like what you have to do.
yeah, like who is these? I don't know. The stalking at his building though was crazy.
Yeah, the way that she went back to the apartment and like peed on the doormat. Is that what you're talking about, Alicia? That was insane. And like was trying to get into the apartment. Like, girl, why? Like that's just such a bad idea. And
For
what can you
real.
get out of that?
For real, like ma'am. And then how the girlfriend didn't recognize her. I feel like if I came up and saw someone peeing on my doorstep and saw them, like I would not forget. Like I don't know how the girlfriend didn't recognize her immediately. Like, oh, that's the bitch that peed on the doorstep.
Well, I guess I don't know if it was necessarily Nora that saw her, or was it
Oh,
like because it just said like a woman. I don't remember like if it described the woman's age or not. It could have been like a neighbor.
oh, for some reason I thought it was her.
No, you might be right. It might have been. I don't know.
Who's really to say? Yeah, the pee thing. Uh, the part with her and Nora sleeping in the bed together was the most shocking to me. Yeah, I agree because Nora letting her into the house was crazy to me. I was like, there's something a little not right about Nora, but and then them like cuddling, sleeping in the bed together was also very like, what is going on? I thought that they were going to be together after that.
I kind of did too, or I was hoping for that at least.
Yeah. I don't remember. I think I assumed she saw her leaving or something, but I read this months ago.
Okay, so maybe it was Nora.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Nora was one of my favorite characters in this book, to be honest, because I feel like she tried so hard to be like totally normal or like proper or do what she was act the way she was supposed to do. But then I feel like once we see her like interacting with Lillian, she is like kind of out of control in some ways as well. Like the whole scene of them meeting up and then getting drunk and going back to the apartment and like sleeping over was like one of my favorite scenes in the whole book because it just is so out of nowhere, I guess. It's like, why in the world would you even want to meet up with her? Like, I just could not see myself ever having that reaction. So I was like, okay, Nora's a little weird too. You know what I mean?
That's interesting because, so, okay. To get really deep, I guess, if the situation, if you were in Nora's position, you wouldn't be like trying to meet up with Lillian and like seeing
I
who
don't
she
think so. I
is.
think I would be too upset, is the thing. Like,
In different ways.
okay, true. I guess I wasn't thinking about the grieving aspect. I guess that would make you do some weird things. I was thinking about like strictly in the cheating aspect. I feel like I would not want to have anything to do with the other person.
Interesting. I feel like I would. I feel like I would be like, okay, who is this person? And I would say, can we like meet up? Because I just want to know. Like, I'm just too curious. I need
That's
to
so
know
interesting.
who you are, what you look like. Is the body T? Like, what is going on? The main type, these women are unwell.
So
Yeah,
true.
that is facts. And okay, so Henry, don't piss me off because also, did you feel like it was obvious that he had a girlfriend?
I didn't like necessarily think that. I think like looking back at the signs, it can definitely point to that, but I feel like to me, I was thinking he could just be like emotionally distant and not interested in a relationship at all. Like I feel like he could just be like literally just like looking for someone to hook up with and then like not really liking Lillian that much. That was kind of how I was interpreting it, but like also him having a girlfriend makes sense, but I feel like it could have gone either way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could definitely see it both ways because it wasn't too heavy on the, oh, he has a girlfriend of it all. I just know from I was thinking that he had a girlfriend because the way that he was always coming over and never staying, I was like, okay, so I've heard about dudes like you. So I was like, that man has a girlfriend. And then when she went to his apartment, yeah, it was
Mhm,
obvious he wasn't into her. That's
definitely.
facts. And I kind of feel for Lillian for that, for real. Sorry, Daddy. Oh my god. No worries, girl. We understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
And if we don't, we'll let you know. But yeah, once she got to the apartment and I forget what she said. Lillian said something about like the his motherly women's touch or something to the place. You know what I'm talking about? Do you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
I feel like it was more obvious when she was at his apartment. Like,
Mhm.
I think the aspect about him not staying over or only coming to her apartment definitely makes sense. But then I was also like, where does he just not like her at all and like doesn't really want her to be in his space? Or like feels like ashamed that he's even with her, so he just like leaves right away. But his apartment seemed a little too neat and tidy.
Uh-huh. Like I know there would be a stack of like clothes in the corner or like some funky smell. Like that couch would be stinking for real. Um and like she kept mentioning this book which I thought was going to come into play. Maybe it is. I don't know. I haven't read the book, but okay, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, now I don't remember what book it was, but I remember that she like wanted to steal it or something.
Yeah, she didn't name it, but I feel like they were talking about Annie Bot, which I've
Um,
never read, but I
what
was
the-
like, I bet this is the book. About the robot lady who's like fed up with something. I don't know. So that's what made me think of it. I was like, are these like friends? Are the authors like friends for real? Like
that's interesting, and I definitely feel like that is a point towards it being a girlfriend who lived with him. I
Mhm.
remember like hearing the synopsis of that book and being like, "Is this man just like a uber performative feminist?" or like, "Why are you reading this?"
I thought he was giving performative too. Like I was like, if this really is just his apartment, he's giving mega performative. Um, oh my god, we didn't even mention the wellness witch of it
Oh my
all.
gosh, yes, the wellness witch is crazy.
That was so good to me. Like honestly, I found this book pretty funny.
It was funny for sure.
Yeah. Cause so the wellness witch is the TikTok witch that Lillian's company was trying to do like some kind of collab with.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Do like marketing with her or something.
yeah, and so one day Henry pissed off Lillian and Lillian went on to the Wellness Witch TikTok or YouTube or something and did the hex on Henry, which is what like started the big Henry dying and everything. Yeah, I really like that about the story, and I like how she was like harassing this Wellness Witch over and over again. And then when she met up with the Wellness Witch, not like met up, but went to her yoga class, the Wellness Witch didn't even recognize her. I was like, I feel that like that is so accurate with these influencers who have so many subscribers that they would not recognize her either.
Definitely. I really enjoyed the hex aspect and the fact that she was kind of questioning, like, could that have killed him? Like,
Mhm.
is so, like, just crazy. And then that Jamie was almost like thinking that too. Like, Jamie was worried about the hex in the beginning. Is just so funny. And then the way it, like, ties into her work. And, like, when she couldn't stop visiting, trying to reach out to the Wellness Witch and, like, seeing her in person. I was just like, Lillian cannot control herself, can she? Like, this is like just so obviously a bad idea, you know?
Yeah, she needs to take note from those people. I tried going analog. That's what Lilia needs to do. She needs to get herself a little track phone and not have social media.
So true.
um what else? Oh, okay. Have you read All's Well?
I have, yes.
Okay, Jamie reminded me of oh my god, what is her name? The best friend of Miranda.
Oh, it's been so long since I've read that book. I don't remember her name.
But do you know who I'm talking about though?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she reminded me so much of her because they both have this unwell best friend who they've been friends for years. That's their only friend, and vice versa. Shoot, that's gonna bother me. I'm gonna remember it later, but I'm like eyeballing my copy right now. Um, yeah, and I kind of felt bad for Jamie, but I know that I feel like Jamie was aware of everything. Maybe she felt guilty and is like, Lillian's not well.
See, that's
So
the
she needs a
thing.
friend.
Like, I want to know more about Jamie's perspective. I thought she was so interesting because you're so right. Like, from Lillian's perspective, she was thinking like Jamie's just pathetic and like just in love with her and can't let her go or whatever. But like when you consider that Lillian has no other friends, it's like, is the way that she perceives Jamie really correct? I mean, Jamie did seem to like come at her beck and call like whenever she wanted to hang out and stuff. But like, I don't know, maybe she's just like super social. Like I want to know, does Jamie have other friends? Like what is her life like?
Exactly, because she's always there, except
Yeah,
for.
she was like a little too available, which makes me wonder, but you never know.
Yeah, and I know, like, I really felt bad for her, but also, like, didn't because I'm like, girl, you need to stand up for yourself. You need to be better. Like, why are
Exactly.
you giving that girl your credit card information? That's crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy for sure. Oh my gosh. And the
Mhm.
way that Lillian had absolutely zero remorse for that and was like, yeah, she should be paying for me basically is crazy.
Yeah, literally, like, what are we? Like, that's your bestie boo. I would not do that to someone who's my friend. That's crazy. The unhingedness reminded me of best offer wins. Hold on, let me see if I read that.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't heard of that, I don't think. Or does it sound familiar? Let me see.
I was about to say, I'll let you know if you read it too.
I'm pretty sure I'm not. It's not ringing a bell.
Oh, I see. Yeah, no, you're not on here.
Oh, interesting.
But yeah, sorry. I have this on my want to read list.
Nice.
Best offer wins. So I'm excited to pick that up since you said that the unhingedness reminds you of this story.
That has me intrigued.
Oh, and Alicia, you rated 5 stars, period.
Nice.
Wow. Okay. Next book. Also, speaking of that, no, we're not there yet. Okay. What else?
I felt like in the beginning, when we like hadn't got to know Lillian quite that well yet, some of her personality aspects like seem like kind of reminded me of like being a teenager in a way. Like I feel like her mindset was like kind of like that of a teenager's. I don't know how to describe that, but like I feel like in the beginning, before you knew just how like terrible of a person she was, but she was just like a little delusional. It reminded me of that, like when she was discussing how she will like stalk the guys she's seeing online, try to figure out like what kind of music they like, and then like block everyone else and make like a close friend story of her listening to that music. I was like, why does that seem like something I would have done at like 16 years old?
And I feel like we would have all done that for real in our teenage years because okay, the block feature and everything, that was not, I think the block feature was available when I was a teenager, but not like we didn't have stories unless it was like just coming out on Snapchat.
I think it was like Snapchat stories was what was popular for
Yeah.
me at the time.
I don't know if you could block individual people from stories though back then, but
Yeah, I don't remember. But definitely like making a story just for like one person to see it seems like something I would have done.
I've done that. So many people have done that. That's so real. Highly entertaining. I agree 1000%. And if you're talking about the best offer wins, I'm about to read it for real.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she is very emotionally stunted. Yes, that is so accurate. I didn't block anyone, but I was posting specifically for my crush's attention. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, so she really does like act like a teenager. Like we've done these things, but we've grown past them. But Lillian is like still in that mentality.
Yes. And I wonder, like, yeah, that just goes back into emotionally stunted. I was about to say, I wonder if like people are still doing that. I'm sure people do that because they want attention, but like,
right.
Oh my gosh, there's something else that I want to mention too. There's a few things. This book had so many good things to talk about.
Yeah, there was a lot going on for sure.
All I had was AOL Instant Messenger of MySpace. What is that? Granny emoji?
That was so funny. I never had AOL Instant Messenger. I'm too young for that, but I feel like I have like seen so many shows and stuff where they were using that.
Yeah. I didn't have that either. But
I didn't have MySpace either, but I remember like I feel like MySpace was like just going out of style when I was like in middle school, where I remember people like still referencing it kind of online or something, or like it had been like in the recent past.
Yeah, I remember Facebook was just becoming popular when I was in 7th grade. Yeah, and some people had both. Like, I was allowed to have Facebook, but I was not allowed to have MySpace. Like, absolutely not. Okay, like, are they kind of like the same thing? But okay, whatever. Kind of sad that I didn't get to have a MySpace because I know there were so many different customizable things you could do with it, which is, I guess, kind of good that I didn't have one because I'll be spending all my time glued to the screen.
True.
Facebook came out when I was a junior in college.
Well, that's like what it was made for, right? Like for college students. That's interesting.
Yeah, and now it's going out of style.
Yeah, I was never a Facebook person. Like I never had it until I made one like in college because I needed to for like randomly a bunch of like extracurricular stuff would have like groups on there, which is so random. But I remember Instagram came out when I was in middle school, and I had an Instagram when I was like in 7th or 8th grade. Like I've had like the same personal account since then, which is wild.
Oh my gosh. I remember I remember Instagram coming out too, and I remember when Instagram got video. Justin Bieber posted that video. Do you know what I'm talking about? Where he's like, Instagram got video, and I think about that all the time.
No, I don't think I've seen that, but that's so funny.
Oh my gosh, if it's still up, I'll send it to you later.
Okay.
Wait, melodramatic away messages were so hilarious. William would totally write some top tier ones. Those two.
That would be funny.
I don't really know I don't know what you mean.
I've seen it like I'm trying to remember. There's like this book that is like entirely written through like AOL messengers or something like that. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, please help. It's like these girls at school or something that are like writing back and forth in AOL Messenger, and that's like where all of my reference for that comes from. But yeah, I think you could make like away messages where like if you aren't at the computer, it would like say something.
Like,
Memorize it.
Like similar to if someone tries to call you when you're driving, you can set up a message on your phone to say, I'm driving right now. Oh, okay. Got you.
I need to try to figure out what this book is. I could put you all onto this if no one has read this.
Oh my gosh, yes. Those top 10 friends on MySpace was such a drama machine. And I know it, and I wish we had it. Or I wish I was able to do it. Yeah, that seems like it would have been so much fun.
Yeah.
And I'm curious, Tyra, if you're still in the chat, did you have, because I know you had a MySpace, did you have did you not create, because I don't think you would create drama, but did you stir the pot accidentally with this top 10 friends list? You know what I mean? And Alicia, did you stir the pot? I feel like you're not like a stirring the pot type, but did you like back in the day? Like,
by the way, this is the book that I'm talking about, TTYL.
I've seen that. I think
I like read that. I think when I was in like middle school or something.
Oh my god, is it a series?
Yes, but I only read the first one. But apparently, there's like 4 books or 5 books. I don't know. 4, I think.
That sounds fun. I'm trying to read it. A fight and get in a fight with a friend and kick them right off.
So dramatic. I love it.
Aim away messages. Okay. Yeah. I get. Okay. It's all like making sense to me now. We were playing by the text on phones. Oh, paying.
Wait. I can actually relate to that. I had like a flip phone when I was in middle school, where you would like like every text like cost a couple cents or whatever.
Yeah, I had that too because my mom didn't get me a plan phone until I was in like 10 or 11th grade, and so I think she just didn't want me to be on that phone. So I had like a little, oh my gosh, remember those ones that literally look like this?
Yeah.
That's what I had for the longest time. I just had different variants of that. And then I had a little flip phone, then a little Razr, and then yeah, I think that's it before I had the plan. And then I got
it's those phones.
So AIM was important.
Love that.
Yeah. I'm not. Okay, yeah, I didn't think so. But...
I get what you mean.
I had MySpace. I was too young. There was no drama. I was like 9 just playing on HTML. Oh, okay. Got you. I remember I remember being into all the Disney Star dramas. Miley Cyrus was messy on MySpace.
Wait, that's so funny. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I believe it. Because I remember she had that show, that YouTube show. Do you know?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Like, actually, I don't know if it was on YouTube now that I'm saying that. It might have been on MySpace, but she had like a little web show. It wasn't like a show. It was just like her and her friend talking.
Right.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Before it was cool.
You what?
I said it was like a podcast before it was cool.
Right. And see, there's so many podcasts out now. Like everyone has one. SMH. Oh, but can we talk about the first scene in the book?
Yes.
Where she literally pushes that girl into the gorilla thing?
That was crazy. But at the same time, I was like, I wouldn't do that. But obviously, if I could see, like, as a kid, like, doing something, like, in a split second without thinking and then being like, oh God, like, not realizing how serious it is. But the thing is, I feel like she knew how serious it was, what she was doing. So it didn't even seem like that.
Yeah, I thought that was a great setup to the story. I was like, okay, I immediately have to read more. And I remember when I was younger, all there was, okay, so like you stand up on this balcony type thing. It's not like that anymore, but you stand up on this balcony. It's still a balcony. Can I freaking talk? So you stand up on this balcony, and then it was just ropes. And then you look down, and then there was like gorilla. It was the gorilla pen. It's
That's
still
so
like,
scary.
yeah, literally. It's still like that, but instead of ropes, it's like a proper thing. So I definitely pictured it like that. And wait, was it Into the Gorilla thing, or maybe I just assumed it was?
Yeah, it was something like that.
But yeah, I was like, wow, okay, I immediately need to read more of this because that is such a good way to start the book.
It was. I feel like it really set up her character so well.
Yeah, and we definitely, I feel like, got the payoff throughout. I feel like someone like that would definitely grow up to be who Lillian was throughout the book.
Definitely. I also thought it was like an interesting setup about her mom because I feel like her mom didn't react that seriously to it, it didn't seem like. And then just throughout the book, I don't know, her mom was kind of like an interesting character. I feel like she wasn't as concerned about Lillian as she should be. She was kind of wrapped up in her own drama in a way.
Yeah, literally. And like, I feel like, in a way, not in a way, but like, I feel like the mom was definitely narcissistic. And I wonder if that's what made Lillian to be the way that she was today, because growing up with someone like that, it can either like rub off on you, or you just like have the opposite where, oh my God, Tyra.
Oh my God, I'll never forget. That was crazy.
May he rest. Oh my God. See, I don't even remember what I was saying. But you either get like aware of it, or you like become it.
Right, like go one way or the other.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, the web show, then Demi and Selena Gomez made fun of it.
Tea.
That is so tea. Like, you're getting like old tea.
Yeah, that's wild.
You're getting expired tea. I'm still laughing at this.
That is so crazy.
Okay, getting real for real. The part where it was Henry and Lillian and they were getting it on, and then Lillian was like, oh, I don't want this anymore, and she was trying to tell him to stop, but then he kept going. I felt like that was so realistic and really tough for me to read about. Yeah. And the way that she kind of like made excuses for him and like tried to justify everything that happened that day, and that in that moment, how
Yeah.
she tried to like rearrange it to where that's also part of her being delusional, but like rearrange it to where she wasn't like an actual victim, like a crime was committed to you.
Right.
Didn't want to be a victim at that time.
Yeah, I also felt like that was extremely realistic. Um, like you said, like the way she was like rearranging it in her head, and even like in the moment, I feel like her steps of being like trying to change the situation, like take it into her own hands, and then just kind of like being like, oh, well, I guess this is happening. I might as well just and get through it or whatever was, yeah, really difficult to read about and like so realistic.
Yeah, that was really tough. I was like, damn, I feel for her. And then you kind of feel for her as a character. Like, you know, this girl is crazy, you know, she's Delulu, but then, like, also, that was such, I feel like, a humanistic reaction. Like, that made her more real.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And then, uh, I wish I had more to say on that, but that was just, like, so tough and so real. I felt like to
It was.
read
I
about.
feel like it was a little too relatable.
Yeah. um, And then also another part that really stuck out to me was when she went to the police station and then she she is in Lillian and then she had her music playing and was like,
Yeah,
"Oh, yeah, let me let this butch lesbian know that I'm into women by playing." I forget who even she was playing,
I
but
don't remember. Or be like, oh, that was my phone?
oh, and then the cop's like, "Are you hard of hearing?" Because that's important to the case.
Yeah, that was hilarious. I feel like she really thought that she could get anyone at all. Like she was even after that interaction, she was thinking like, "Oh, let me go back and like try to get this woman police officer or whatever." It's like she was just convinced that she could bag anyone she wanted.
Literally, literally. This is also someone who is already unstable, reacting and processing to being assaulted. That is very true.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Just sit with that for a second. No, yeah. She definitely, yeah, I wish I had more to say about that, but that was, that made sense why she reacted the way that she did instead of like, I don't want to say like doing something about it, but like us as the readers, I guess, read. What am I trying to say? Do you know what I mean? Like, I guess that makes sense because how she was unstable and trying to process it and how it didn't go a different way.
Yeah, I feel like she was just being her delusional self about it and like trying to, like you said before, like kind of do the mental gymnastics to like not be a victim in that moment. But
Hmm.
then again, like I feel like even being different than Lily, and I can see so many other people having that same reaction. But it was interesting how like for so long she was like trying to totally justify it and like say that it was okay, and then after Henry died, then she was like, well, good thing he died because he did that to me, or like kind of like then justifying his death with it or her killing him.
Yeah,
It's like the
yeah. And that's why I said, oh, sorry, what were you saying?
I said the switch of the flip, and I said no, the flip of the switch.
It's early for you, ma'am. So understandable
Yeah.
the word mix up. But also that's why I'm like, okay, as she should like murder him in an alley because you can't just walk around doing that to people. You can't just walk around like cheating on your girl, first of all. And then he was just such a trash
Mm-hmm.
person. Everything else Lillian did, I didn't support. That particular thing, I supported.
Well, I thought it was interesting how I feel like in so many like good for her types of stories, it's really set up where you're like almost kind of like rooting for the girl getting her revenge, even if she's like being overly drastic about it. But it's like, yes, this feels justified. But
Mhm.
I think Lillian's character was unique in that all the other things that she did outside of that felt like unjustifiable, so that it just like, I don't know, derailed the whole thing in a way.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, Alicia said she totally forgot about those. So, yeah, I kind of like forgot it and then remembered it and then forgot it and then remembered it again. Because I feel like it would, the way that Lillian explained it away, kind of like could cause the reader to forget about it because,
Yeah.
yeah,
She made it seem like not a big deal.
yeah. Sorry, I need to drink some water.
Or have some coffee.
But yeah, so good. What else? What else? What else? What else? Okay, the big reveal.
Mm-hmm.
The Uber charge. I liked that about it. The soft launch into the big reveal. How Jamie was like, "So Uber on my on is or oh my god, my credit card is linked to your Uber account and it says I have a charge on this day. So what's the tea with that?" I really did like that. How'd you feel?
I agree. I feel like it made the moment that Lillian realized it like less strong. And I almost kind of wish that Jamie had been more intense about it, like had like put two and two together and actually like confronted Lillian, like I know what you did or something. But I think Jamie was just like too soft of a character to do that.
Mm-hmm. I yeah, I would have liked to seen her confront Lillian, but also I feel like it did make sense with her character to not, because that girl voted so easily for Lillian. Anything that she did, Lillian was her god basically.
Basically.
And when everything was coming back to her in the dream, uh what why are we doing that? Why are we pulling an R.L. Stein over here? And like
Yeah.
I kind of wish that I don't know how well the story would go for me, but I kind of wish that when it happened, we knew about it and
Mm.
Lillian knew that she did it. And then we got Lillian kind of trying to justify it away like she justifies everything else.
I think that would be interesting and that would work well with her character.
Yeah. And like, because she could have been like, "Oh, I brought the knife up there just for protection
Right.
against Henry because he was starting to scare me or something." And then when Henry was coming at her, she could have justified that, or maybe he wasn't even coming at her. Maybe she twisted the narrative into what happened as him coming at her and then her stabbing him. That would have been interesting.
That would have. Yeah, I agree. The dream just like didn't quite fit with the story. Like I almost, yeah, wish that we had known about it at the time, or that she had like remembered it a little bit more vaguely, so it just felt more realistic.
Yeah, because that's a common thing I feel like with this with dreams in a book, and that being the whole like plot twist or reveal. I kind of hate that because why?
Yeah, unless the book is already like doing some sort of magical realism or like
Hmm.
weird kind of thing, then otherwise it just feels like so out of nowhere.
Yeah, and Tara said, and that's why Jamie's getting herself murdered right now.
Oh.
Accurate. Do you feel like um Lillian is going to murder Jamie? How do you think what happens after the book ends, or I guess what do you think is going to happen after the book ends?
Yeah, I think so. I feel like it's set up perfectly to allude to that. And I
Mhm.
think that Lillian could just justify herself into doing anything, to be honest. And Jamie's just gonna let it happen. I mean, not just like let it happen, but I feel like she's not gonna be able to defend herself or get away based on her character. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I definitely see Lillian. T. I definitely see Lillian like killing Jamie for trying to, or not, I guess trying to cover up what she did with the Uber charge and everything like that, because yeah, because she also, Lillian has the problem of lashing out when she's angry with the very hurtful words. Also, when she was getting in that verbal altercation with Nora at the funeral, and she was like, "That's why he said he was gonna leave you anyways." I was like, "Girl, shut up! You
I
just said you didn't know about her."
Like she'll literally just say anything.
She will. Like, I want to meet her, but also like I don't want to. Like,
I do not.
I want to have a conversation with her to see what she says, but also like I don't want to be next to someone who does stuff like that and talks like that and is the way that she is. But it
Right.
would be interesting to have a conversation with her.
Interesting for sure. A little scary.
Yeah, like anything I say will be used against me.
Exactly.
uh, what else? What else? Did you listen to any of the audio or did you purely physically read this?
No, I just physically read. How about you?
I did a mixture. So I started off by reading the book physically, and then I didn't have time to sit down and read, so I listened to the audiobook on Spotify because forget about the library hold, because my hold, okay, I put something on hold. This is a side rant. I put something on hold a year ago and it just came in. I
What?
cannot remember what book it was. I ended up saying decline.
That's crazy. But you know, the library holds on this book were crazy because at my library, it usually does not take that long to get a book. But I'm pretty sure I tried to put a hold on this and then I saw that it was like 60 weeks waiting or something. And I was like, well, shoot, I'm just going to buy it.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I was like, I wanted to. Also, my intention with all of these books for the Women's Wrong Support Group and the Classic Scares Book Club, shout out. Um, I want to physically read it and annotate it and put all of my thoughts, but then I don't end up doing that most of the time. Like with this one, I totally wanted to like just like get all into it and annotate and highlight and everything, but I did not end up doing that.
Yeah, I agree. It's like really fun to do that when you're doing a book club. I feel like I just wasn't in the mood to annotate, but it is fun to do that for sure.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe the next read. Um, which what are you reading? Who knows? Um, yeah, but did you have anything else that you'd like to say about this, A Good Person?
I don't think so. I think I've captured all of my thoughts as far as I can remember right now.
Mm-hmm. Did this book remind you of anything, like how Alicia said about the best offer wins, or anything else, like movie, show, book?
I feel like Lillian definitely reminds me of other characters I've read from, but I can't think of anyone specific. But I do feel like she takes it further. Like the delusion is like further than most any character I've ever read from. I did think that the blurb on the front about it being a love letter to Amy Dunn was interesting. and like the comparison to Gone Girl. How did you feel about that?
I felt like, who said that? Because it's not on mine.
I don't even know. Olivia Munter or something.
Oh, because I saw that on Goodreads, I think.
Mhm.
I said, what are you talking about?
Yes, right? Okay, I don't see it.
No, like, Amy methodically planned every single thing. Every breath she took, she planned it. This girl didn't plan anything. She just, whatever came out her mouth was the truth.
Exactly. Like Lillian was so messy, but like you said, Amy was like methodical. Very
Yeah.
different personalities, I feel like.
And which did you think, not, I guess, did you read Gone Girl or did you watch the movie or both?
No, I've only seen the movie.
Okay, no worries. In my opinion, the movie is better.
I like the movie.
But yes, good ass movie. But do you think which kind of person do you think would be more dangerous? Lillian, who's like just loose cannon, or Amy, who's more methodical and planning?
That's hard to say. I mean, I almost feel like Lillian is more of a harm to like strangers because I feel like she's just like manipulates everyone, whereas Amy feels like it's more targeted towards like just whoever she's trying to get back at or whatever. But I'm sure they could both be dangerous. But I felt like to me, Amy Dunn is more likable. Like watching the movie, I was kind of like rooting for her, whereas I did not feel that way about Lillian.
Yeah, for Amy, I was like, and what did she do wrong? Like, you literally cannot point me to anything that she did that was incorrect. But with Lillian, I'm like, the only right thing she did was kill that man. Yeah, our library didn't have this book either yet. They were waiting for the shipment. Yeah, for the physical, they didn't have it.
It was hard to get a hold of, I guess.
Yeah, for real. And yeah, but I think that, I don't know, I feel like Lillian would be a more dangerous person, I feel, because if you piss her off one time, that's it. Like,
Mhm.
Amy just wants revenge. Lillian just wants you to hurt.
Yes, exactly.
So I guess it depends on what you can put up with emotionally, like how emotionally strong you are. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think that I have anything else to mention either.
Okay.
Did your rating change at all? Because I feel like mine's kind of changing.
Really? No, I don't think mine has changed. What are you feeling for yours?
I'm thinking, now that we've went into it and discussed it like out loud, I feel like I want to give it a 4 because it was just so funny. Like,
Yeah.
I was like giggling and laughing because I was like, this girl is ridiculous. But the end, I guess that's what held me back from giving it a 4 the first time.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah, it's gonna stay at 3.5.
Me too.
Doesn't really matter. um, yeah, so the next book, if you guys are in the Fable Book Club, we originally, I asked you all to give me some book recommendations, and then I put, I think, 6 of them on a poll, and then the poll tied between Mayfly and Here Lies a Vengeful Bitch, I think it's what it's called. And then I said, I put another poll last night. It was 10 hours long. I said, let's break this tie, divas. I didn't say that, but I should have said that. To break the tie. And it was tied again between Mayfly and Here Lies a Vengeful Bitch. So I guess I'm speaking it now that we're going to be reading Here Lies a Vengeful Bitch because
Exciting.
I have not read that one. I did read Mayfly. You didn't read that one, right?
No, I haven't read either.
You haven't read either. Okay. Um, I feel like you should still read Mayfly, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I read American Rapture
Mhm.
by that author and I really liked it. So I probably will read Mayfly at some point.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like we had it on the poll before, like last year, but I felt like it was just okay. I didn't really like it that much. I would be okay with not rereading it. But I know most of like the people that I talk to haven't read it, so and have read Mayfly, but haven't read Here Lives a Vengeful Bitch. So I was like, okay, let's read that one.
Yeah, I love that. Let's go with something that's new to you.
Exactly. All right, everyone. This is where we end the live. Thank you so much for coming. And yeah, talk to you next time. Thank you to Brianna for co-hosting and talking with me. It was a great time. Of course, literally anytime you say I want to be on the live, I'll put you on the live, period.
Thank you.
All right. Until whatever we have next, what do we have going on? Oh, we have Wuthering Heights for our joint Slay book club with Alicia and Angel from Angel Can't Read, Alicia from Alicia Runs and Reads. And that is going to be on, I don't know if it's going to be on Angel or Alicia's channel, but we are reading.
Excited.
I don't think so. Bye. But I think, yeah, we're reading Wuthering Heights, so join us for that in October.
Yeah.
And then the next Women's Wrong support group will be in August.
Yay.
Yes. Okay. All right. Bye, everybody. Have a nice day and weekend. And I would say happy 4th of July, but I'm not going to say that. Okay.
All right.
Eat some good food, I guess. Bye.
Bye.